Welcome to the show, everyone. You know, lately I've been telling everybody to go up onto Facebook, not while you're driving, and go ahead and check me out on the show, because right now everybody can see me on all the videos, which is really fun. For the last few years I haven't been able to do that, but you can also see us doing the show live right now on air. So go on to Facebook at Networking Arizona. We're live, so hi to everybody out there. Also, folks, listen up, because it's a new year coming up. I can't believe how fast things have gone. I have with me Ken Kilday. Ken, you are a strategist coach. You are a coach for almost anyone who is in business, especially in business, because that is your forte.
That's my forte. I fashion myself an executive coach, a business strategist. So I work with both professional leaders in a corporate setting, but also entrepreneur owners who are leading their companies.
Right, and an entrepreneur owner can be a solopreneur. Doesn't have to be somebody who has a big corporation or any business, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I've worked with single shingles, as we call them, with a lot of love, to
that's me.
Yeah, to big companies, 50, 60, $70 million companies. So the principles I talk about, the coaching, the execution, the practice and process that I use, it is applicable whether you're leading 1 or 1,000 people.
Now, this year, it's the year 2023.
It is.
Your book takes 23 minutes to read.
By my count, yes.
And I have to tell you, I've done it, folks. I've read the book, and it does take 23 minutes, about 23 minutes. And then, of course, you have a coaching new program that you've started, which is 23 emails of coaching that you get from you. Let's talk a little bit about that. Sure. Listen up.
Yeah, it's I call it e-coaching. You get an email every other day to go through various principles, challenging you about what you're doing in your business. Can you answer the questions? And if you can't answer the questions or speak specifically to that element of the strategy, then there's a little homework in how you would do that. It gives people a sense for what is it to work with a business coach, and that's really different than working with, let's say, a psychotherapist. I'm not a therapist.
No.
That's a joke that one of my clients has, is it's not therapy. I'm not there to help him with those types of issues, but I am there to help him be a better leader and run a better business.
Also, please understand, having a strategist coach, a business coach, is different than having just any coach. You know about how to make people do better, help them do better.
Right.
You'll say, you can coach me. Go ahead, Ken.
That's right. I help them make better decisions and be better leaders.
Right. Now, go ahead.
I help them get all that magic that's in their head, those great ideas they had in starting the business in the first place, and we operationalize everything. In other words, it's great that it's in your head, business founder. It's even better if everyone in the organization understands their part in it and how to perpetuate it. This is the buzzword we call scale. You cannot scale your business if one person is the bottleneck for all decisions to be made.
Now, as we were talking, before we came on the show, I was telling you how I was reading something in your book that I was talking about something. I couldn't remember the name, couldn't remember the word. You just said it, execution. And the execution, because I was saying it's one thing to listen to all of this that you hear, and it's great, but it's another thing to start executing what you're learning. I mean, I know a lot of people right now are like me. We're all like on fire. We really want to think, what are we going to do for our new year next year?
That's right. It's a matter of coming up with planning is great. I'm a proponent of it. Execution is even better. There's no point in planning if you're not going to do anything with it. Which is to say, I think it's an Einstein quote that I'll paraphrase, which is the thinking that got you into a problem will not get you back out of it. So if you're encountering some slowing, if you think there's a bigger growth opportunity, if you have some turnover that you haven't addressed, well, doing the exact same thing is going to lead you to more of that exact same result. So what are we going to change in 2023? What are you going to do in 2023 that's going to be different? A lot of my clients that hire me said that they are usually thinking about it for many months before they actually make the call and start the process.
Right, because a lot of people, well, I hate to say this, but you're procrastinators, that's for sure.
They don't say it. They're busy.
They're busy.
They're busy. You don't understand. I'm busy.
I'm busy. I know. I just had somebody tell me today they didn't have time to watch a video. I sent them of something in the show. It's like, 10 minutes long or so. Okay, folks, enough with the, of the excuses. Enough with that. And let's make this year really different. Obviously, look how fast the year went. It's gone. And one of the things that you like to do is offer for everybody to get your book, which is the 6 Silver Bullets You Need to Grow Any Business Fast. It takes 23 minutes to read it. And you could do that a little bit every day if you want to. What I love about your book is that you have written it as if you're talking to that person. Mm-hmm. You give them ideas, but you also give them things to do that you actually give them. Like, you can go up on my website and download this so that you have it. Mm-hmm. Or if you have trouble with it, you could always call me, right? But that's how this book is. It's a great book, and I love that it spoke to me. You were the book. If it was your voice, you were talking through that book.
That's a key point in that the book is, at least, first of all, it's a great resource. On the surface, it's a phenomenal resource. If you go a little deeper, I want you to hear my voice, because that's the first step. If you're interviewing me to be your coach, and you should be interviewing me to make sure I'm the right coach for you, this is one step you can do. This is my voice. This is how I sound. When you speak to me in person, you're going to hear a lot of the same things that I write in the book.
The book is called The 6 Silver Bullets That You Need to Grow Any Business Fast. Year 2023 is like around the corner. Mm-hmm. It takes 23 minutes to read it. You're also going to give them the emails, the 23 emails that you're going to get. You have no excuse. You have all of the tools right here that you need to make a difference for the next year. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. You can call him direct. He's got the numbers, or you've got them in your phone. In your phone. You've got them in your book, because that's what you say. You say, here is this place that you can go to download what it is that you're talking about that you need, things that you offer. We'll talk about that in a minute. But then always you say, if you need me, you can call me here. I'm here to help.
Right.
His number is 602-820-6978. You can check him out on his website. It's makingthecut.biz. Okay, what do you want to talk about first for the first new year? What are your suggestions?
So, out of the gate, this new year, how are you going to bring the 4 Fs? You love my 4 Fs, Carol. Focus, flexibility, follow up, and follow through. How are you going to bring those into your business in a way that you never have before? All of us are good at one of those. None of us are good at all of them at the same time. So what are the resources? I offer plenty to bring those things into the business and really execute successfully.
Yeah, and hey, folks, listen up. We are all in the same position. Any business owner right now, somebody, or even a salesperson, mm-hmm. right? That's what we're all about. We're all about, what can we do? We want to double our sales, right? What are we going to do to make that happen? You've got the tools and the resources right here. And if it isn't for you, tell someone about it. Maybe you own a business. Maybe you want to give it to your sales manager for them to get you on their team to help them grow and be better salespeople, right? Bring in more sales. It's what it's all about.
That's right. And salespeople that are very successful have a plan for being successful. They know each day how they're going to use time better than the people who are not successful.
It's perfect.
168 hours a week. How are you going to use them?
It's a perfect timing that you brought that up, because we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, I want to talk further, because in the book, again, you have a resource for them, a template that they can actually look at what it is. I think it was something about the Rockefellers or whatever, how they do it or something like that. I'll tell you all about it. I read it. I love it. That book is called The 6 Silver Bullets You Need to Grow Any Business Fast. Our number here, get it, and you're going to not be sorry. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Hang tight. We're going to be back in just a minute. Okay, you happy?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to keep on going on that, which was, you kind of mentioned on the time. I just want to write that down in my head so I don't forget, because I also noticed at the end of here, when we talked about time, that you had that, right? You had that little...
Mm-hmm. It's another resource. There's a couple of ways I talk about time. I'm always trying to find, so that's the Covey matrix.
Right.
I use a lot of his prioritization, mm-hmm. and it's stepping. It's getting people to understand, hey, if I start to focus on the things that are really important and don't don't pay attention to these things, suddenly either they never needed me in the first place, they were a distraction, or somebody else picks up the ball and runs with it. And I just talked to a client earlier this week, and she says, you know what, I finally got what you said, because she was onboarding a brand new leader, and they needed her undivided attention, so she wasn't as accessible for questions. Guess what happened? People went and found the answers in the other areas she'd set up so that they could find the answers.
Right, and that's awesome, that people need to know that they need to learn how to be able to do that. We all do. We think that we know how to do it best, right?
We do.
And that's something even I have to learn, because when I listen, I have somebody that helps me out, and when I listen to her, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta stop, I gotta get away, because I'll be like trying to critique her, right, as she's talking, and I just have to let her do it. She'll get right, and it's with that. It is with maybe you have systems that are in place that you think that they won't know where they are, whatever. They will work. The business will work, and that's what you want, right? You want to have that business work whether you're there or not, right?
That's right. You want people to feel confident that you, the leader, will help. That we know our team members will go figure it out.
Right. That's important. What else should they know? It's a new year. 23 minutes, 2023.
Sure. What are the things that are working that you want to keep doing? Like that's just as important, right? Any of us who came up through sales, so you and I will get this right away. Mm-hmm. When you have a winning formula, you keep up with it. Mm-hmm. If
what works.
You do what works. Even you do tweak it, of course, but you keep doing what works.
Right. Very important, because everyone likes to try and change things, and sometimes what you're doing, if it's working, maybe not change it, maybe enhance it, right?
Sure.
And you can help with that.
Yes. Yeah, we always, a lot of it is getting that genius out of the brain and onto paper so that everyone else can learn from that.
Right.
People that found businesses, they found their perfect customer some way. So I'm always at, how'd you find them? Who are your favorite people? Name 5.
Me? Well, here we go. Good timing. So welcome back. We're talking right now with Ken Kilday, and he is a business strategy coach. And everybody needs a coach. Don't think you don't. And what I love about what you've done is you've made it so simple, the resources for people. Number one, his book. It is the 6 silver bullets that you need to grow any business fast. You guys need to get that, whether it's you or someone that you know. Along with that, you also have done this now, 23 emails that you're going to get from him during the week. You get them once every other day or whatever it is, right? And it's something, having that coach, the book just like that, it's like you talking to them. Having something come to you every day that you just take that look at it, and I'm sure that you hit on everything that person's probably thinking about that morning, right?
Yeah, it is. At one point or another, they've either tackled it, or I'm reminding them of something they intended to do. It was on their to-do list, and now I haven't reviewed my marketing strategy.
Execution. We're going to talk about that word a lot.
Yeah.
Because you got to do it.
You got to do it. Yeah.
Absolutely. I want to talk too about, we're going to go ahead and make sure that everyone knows that you are going to give away the book that comes along with these emails. What a fun, great way to be able to start the new year. The book only takes 23 minutes to read. So you can call in here and get it. He wants to give it to everyone. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Okay, let's go back to time.
Let's go back to time.
I want to talk a little bit about that. And why everybody doesn't have enough time.
Yeah, nobody has enough time. It's the number one, and I'm going to say it, excuse. It's just an excuse, and here's why it is. If you run, the best laser hair removal office, or somebody who runs one, somebody runs it better, they have the same 168 hours a week. So how are they using it differently? I don't have time as a mindset. It's like saying, I can't do that. Well, you never will if you believe it, your whole body changes to adjust to that.
Absolutely. And that is the first thing that you talk about, is that about your mind in your book. You talk about, it's all about in your mind. And everything that you can do, if you can see it, you can do it. right? You can, but you like for everybody, a lot of people don't have business plans. A lot of people don't have anything written down. Write it down, make it happen. I know you probably know that book too. I mean, what are your thoughts about that? How people work, whether they think about things or whether they actually write it out.
Right. Well, and I always refer them back to, if you founded a business, a lot of people have said, oh, I can't do that, but you did. So why would you then tell yourself you couldn't do other things? Oh, well, I don't want to write down a plan. I don't like spreadsheets. And well, then don't do a spreadsheet. Use a cocktail napkin and write it there, but write it out so that there's intention behind it, right? Before you think about any sport you've ever played, you have to tell yourself as you're training to do something or be faster or be better or jump higher or whatever it is, ride a steeper slope. First, you have to tell yourself that you can do that. In business, it's the same.
It's absolutely the same.
Yeah.
Right.
If you are at $1 million and you want to 10x it to 10 million, just say, I can do that. Others have done it. I can do it too. Mm-hmm. Great. Now let's plan it out. How do we do that?
Let's double our business, right? Yeah. Let's double it, and let's make your business different. When a lot of people have used a lot of excuses the last couple of years, especially COVID, it was this, it was that, I can't hire anyone, I can't find anyone, I don't have enough time. There's a jillion excuses out there. But today, make the call in here, get the book, and not only the book, you're getting all of the resources that he offers within the book as well. Absolutely. And you're also getting from him his 23 emails that you're going to get every other day to help you, because that's so much fun that you've done that. I think that people really have it. How have people liked it? What are you getting? What's the feedback? Yeah,
the feedback is they like certain things, they save them in a folder, and as they go through something, a later email jogs something from an earlier email, and all of a sudden they understand context for their business, and they go back and review it. So they've enjoyed doing that. They like that they can just save it, even though it's coming every other day. You don't have to read it, the whole thing every other day. So they set aside some time to tackle it. His
website is makingthecut.biz. You could tell him why you called it that.
Yeah, Making the Cut is about, if you look at, again, sports performance, there's people that make the cut to be on an elite team and others who, don't. Meaning, hey, you can play football on the weekend on a league, or you can go to the Super Bowl. You just have to decide what you want to do with your business. It's okay, if you want to stay in the middle, the massive middle, you'll do okay. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that. But if you think about any sport, any individual or team athlete that's ever made the championship, coaches were involved.
Yeah, and you know what? There's nothing like having a coach help you. And I think starting off with the book, because once you read that book, you're hearing you talk.
Yeah.
Right, and you're going to kind of get an idea of, the way he works with people. But of course, you do free consultations. You're going to want to have a consultation with him, and you have to have an interview, sort of say, with you to find out, do we have the right fit?
Yeah.
Right, because that's important when you're going to hire someone like you.
Yeah. Step one, Carol, is let's see if we vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. The vibes. It's all about good vibrations, right? Now, his phone number directed 602-820-6978. The website is makingthecut.biz. You can call in here and get this book. He wants you to have it. It takes 23 minutes to read. The year 2023 is around the corner. Read it every day. 23 minutes out of your life to find something in it that you guys go, that's a great idea, or a resource. That's what it's there for, and he's got it there very simply put, right? And great ideas.
Treat it as a business audit. If you check every box, fantastic. You spend 23 minutes to audit, you can answer every question.
I love that.
You've got a strategy, you're good to go.
And it's great time to do it now. And then you know what? Do it again. Don't just do it one time. Right?
Right.
See how it goes. Maybe you'll wait another month or so, and then see how you're doing and check it out again, right?
Yes, absolutely. And what you can also do is when you go to makingthecut.biz, you'll see my social icons on there. Follow me on whichever platform you like to use, because coming in January, we'll have another free giveaway.
Oh, good. I'm excited.
Yeah, you and I will talk about it in January, but be on social. We'll announce it when it comes out. I'll talk to Carol about it in January. And another resource for them.
The number to call here for the book is 602-277-5333. 5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show for it. And I'm telling you guys, you know, that having something like this, it just helps you. It helps you because a lot of people, especially now, we get sluggish, right?
We do.
It's
right.
the end of the year. What do I need? And I'll just wait till the first of the year, right?
Yeah, we literally, people will say, oh, I'll do it in the new year. I'm surprised, again, we come back to that poor time management. I'm surprised by how many people think, I just don't have time. I don't have time to do any of this right now. Well, I mean, are you really going to be any less, quote, busy, unquote, in January or
actually
February?
busier, because it's the new year and you're getting lots of stuff going along. But you know what? Right now is a great time to replenish, to rethink about what you're doing. And he says, write it down. You've got it in here more than one time about how you've got to not just visualize it, but you do talk about visualization, right? But how to implement. He wants you to execute. He wants you to make that change. And the only way you're going to do it is you got to start thinking about it, but then writing it down. It helps completely, right?
Yes. So think about, if you're not one who believes in visualization, again, whomever your favorite sports hero is, she or he visualizes making the win and winning and how they play and how they move and where their feet are or where their racket is. Whatever the sport, they picture it before they do it.
Now, we also said at the break when we were talking to Facebook land about don't stop what you're doing right. Don't stop it right. A lot of people do that. Talk about that.
They change their magic formula. So the way I would guide you through this is, who are your 5 favorite customers? What is it about them that you love? How did you meet them? How did you get in front of them? And there's going to be a theme there. Don't ever lose that. You want to replicate your perfect customers.
I've done that a million times where I do really well. I know what I do. It happens all the time. And then for some reason I kind of veer off for a minute, right? And I start doing another way. And nothing is happening, right?
Right.
And I always go back. You know what? I need to just go back to what I know that works.
That's right.
And so you're not here to change everything for everybody. No, not at all.
I'm here to bring clarity, simplicity, and direction to your business. That's what I do.
It's a new year. It's a new you. This book takes 23 minutes to read. It's fantastic. It's resources also for you. Information for you. He wants you to execute them because in the new year, he is going to help you take your business to the next level. It's all about that. You can check him out on his website. It's makingthecut.biz. His phone number direct. You want to call him, have a free consultation. You'll learn a little about each other. That number is 602-820-6978, or call in here. Everyone gets a call throughout the rest of the show. The book is called The 6 Silver Bullets That You Need to Grow Any Business Fast, and you can, and you're going to get the 23 emails. It's 2023. Let's do something about it. Our number here is 602-277-5369.